Hello my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new episode of FM21's Project Black Sea and another brand new season. This is season 11 in the series and we are still at Litex. Now, something I did not cover at the season ending episode was that our contract was actually up at the end of 2030. It was up in June of the 2030, which is the year we're in game now, and basically I left it right till the end of the season because I wanted to see how far we would progress in the Champions League. Now obviously you've seen last couple of episodes and you know that we've done very well last season. I've decided to sign on and I'm kind of now, as much as this is a journeyman series, I want to try and see this out with little old Litex from Bulgaria, my friends. If you've missed last episode though, it was the roundup episode, it's linked above, go check it out my friends. But today it's a big one, it's a long one, it's the season opener. Let's do it. So my friends, first and foremost we're going to start with transfers. Now transfers this season, there's so much, there's lots going out, there's big players coming in, we've got deals that are being worked on as I speak as well. So yeah, it's a big old transfer window and it's going to take a long time to get through it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this into the most received and all that for the players going out. We'll talk about them and then we'll talk about the ins. There's going to be some big surprises where players going out are concerned. Don't get butthurt if a player has left the football club that you really like, because that is the case this time around, unfortunately, because we need to get better. We need better players at the football club now. So I've had to make some sacrifices to make money to be able to bring in better players. Now, first going out is that of João Vitor. Remember I was saying in last episode about his minimum fee release clause. Someone activated it and he decided that it was best for business that he go and play football elsewhere. Bristol City were the club. They've been promoted to the Premier League and they came in with the 17, nearly 18 million pound that it was needed, and he's on 71 grand a week now. So yeah, it's pretty mad. Wish him well. He had a really good season. He had one season with us, but it was a good season. It really was. For 25 games in all competitions he played, he was a good player for us. So yeah, we wish him well. Next up is going to be a big shock to everyone, and it's that of Stefan Breschwick. Now, the season ended and some clubs came in for him, and he decided that the time was now to go elsewhere and move on. Now, what's weird about this is he's asked to leave because some big clubs, and I mean big clubs, I mean like, you know, West Ham, Fiorentina, like big European clubs have come in for him. He ended up taking the offer from Dynamo Zagreb, which is a step back. They're no better than we are. We've beat them on numerous occasions in the playoff stages. So it doesn't make sense to me, this one. But he's gone. He wanted to leave. I only managed to get £5.5 million for him, which I think is very underwhelming. But it's a big markup on what we spent on him. But he had two very good seasons, it does have to be said. He had two really like good full seasons in goal, and you know, he's another one that we wish him well. It's a shame that he's gone, but it is what it is. Mataja Marjanovic is the next one that's left. Now, I've made the decision to sell Marjanovic because we've signed a new right back who is going to be our starting right back, and it's just something special. When you see him in a moment, you're going to be blown away. And so I've taken the decision to sell Marjanovic. It wasn't an easy one because, to be honest with you, we could have kept Marjanovic as the backup instead of Duzal, and we could have earned more money selling Duzal. But if we're going to compete for the Champions League, we need strength in depth, and Duzal definitely gives us that over Marjanovic. So I've decided to sell him. Now, we've got 5 million up front, could go to 6 million with the add-ons. He's gone to Stoke in England, and we wish him well. I think he's been playing Championship football, which is mental that he would actually accept the deal. But he's gone. He's not really for us anymore, and we wish him well. Sergei Klikin is the next one, and it might be a surprise to people that I've let Sergei Klikin go, but he's gone for £5 million. Now, we've got left wingers now that are just better than Klikin, and I think that was the issue. He had a good loan spell at Sofia last season, and they've come in and they've decided to make it a full-time thing. They just came in and they offered £3.5 million initially. I managed to get them up to 5, and I think I've done well to squeeze the money out of them. Yeah, again, we wish him well. He's a young player, and I hope he does all right at CSKA Sofia. Angel Nagoya. Now, this one is going to confuse people. It might annoy some people. He weren't at the club long. I bought him for 2 million. He played 8 games for the club over 2 seasons. Went out on loan, had a good loan spell. And then he come back, and they offered me the money, and I thought, do you know what? Is he going to play? We've got 2 good strikers. Is he going to play? And so I just accepted it, and he's gone, and I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It could be the wrong decision. He's only 21. He might develop into something pretty special, but we will see, ladies and gentlemen. Bogdan Stratton's gone to the same club for 850k. He basically was just not going to reach the level that we need him to. You'll see Spakowski's gone to Lokomotiv Sofia. They had a good season. They wanted to strengthen, so we let him go. It was in the last year of his deal. We got 120k for him. We've let Kushev go to CSKA Sofia for 110k. It was one I was looking at, thinking he might not develop. And then there's a few more youngsters that have gone out for next to nothing. They were in the last year of their deals. And then we've let Simov go out on loan. You're going to see there is some new signings there that have gone out as well. Sarsbo's gone out on loan for a second year. Rusinov's gone out on loan this year. Decided to let him get some football. Then a few other players have been allowed to go. But now we're going to talk about the ins. Now I have to go back because one of the signings was made at the end of last season. And it is that of Douglas Leonardo. And this is our new right back, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we can all agree he looks bloody good, doesn't he? Now, he could probably play right wing if we needed him to. He's that good. But that's our new right back. Special, 19-year-old Brazilian. Cost us £15.5 million. It was his minimum fee release clause, and to be honest with you, I didn't mind activating it because he looks mental. Like, he looks so good, and he's head and shoulders above anything we've ever had in that position. So yeah, welcome Mr. Douglas Leonardo. Now we can go back. So, next up, I'm going to do the rest of the signings. We'll go least to most expensive. First up is that of Dara McGlynn. This is a youngster who I think just looks amazing on paper. He's 19, and we've just bought him for the bargain price of 450k. Now, I've sent him out on loan this season because I feel like we've got enough left wingers. It says he plays right wing as an inverted winger, but we're going to convert him to play left wing because I think he'll be stronger over on that side. And I think what I might do is we'll loan him out this year and then we'll bring him back next season and we'll give him a go basically next year and see how he's getting on. Because I think that's kind of like the way we might go, and he can be part of the team because I just think there's a player in there. He's 19 years of age. He just looks very, very good, doesn't he? Next up is the goalkeeper replacement. Now, I've spent big on a goalkeeper here. Very, very big. But I just feel like Stefan Breschwick looks very, very good. Now, I've been keeping an eye on this player for a little while now. I've been scouting him for a few seasons. He had a really breakout season last year for his club, Red Star. We've paid £6.5 million up front. £11 million with his add-ons, which is a lot of money, I know, for a goalkeeper, but I think he is a fantastic looking goalkeeper. All the scout reports have said that he has the ability to be world class, like get to world class level, and he's going to play week in, week out. And the reason for that is Petrov kind of got to a level where he ain't going to play many games anymore, but he's going to be our backup keeper. And then the last signing that we've actually made to this point is that of is Pero Zencic, I think is how we're pronouncing that name. £8.5 million up front, £15 million with the add-ons from Hajduk Split, which is where I believe we got Lesko from. So interesting that they turn over some pretty good talent. Now, he's actually going to be playing in the midfield as a deep line playmaker. That's where I see him best. And again, how good does he look? He just looks so good, like mad good. There's some players that just come through that are willing to join us now, that are literally ready-made to go slot in straight in the team, play Champions League football, do the business and get going. Like, just unreal, really. And again, he's just another top looking talent, and I'm absolutely loving it. Now, I'm going to go to the transfer centre because I want to talk about some deals that are I'm trying to get happen at the moment. So Norbert Sensgradi, I think is how we're pronouncing that. He could potentially be joining us from Aston Villa. 4.5 million up front, but there are lots of add-ons involved. Hungarian, 19 years of age, centre back, and really I see him as the replacement for Vitor, who's left the football club now. I think that he's going to do a good job. I've been looking at the centre backs we've got, and I actually think that Kahar probably deserves a bit more of a chance this season. He's been developing quite nicely, and I'm going to show you in today's episode a few of the players and how they've developed on since we signed them, so you can get an idea of where we're at. But yeah, he's one that's he's a transfer offer's been made. I'm hoping it's going to get accepted, and he might come in. The other one is Plamen Stoichkov, as he's going to go out on loan this season. He didn't play a lot of football last year. If we take a look, his first season he was so good for us. Next year he played about the same, but I want him to develop a bit more. So we're going to let him go out on loan this season so that it doesn't stop his development. And then you will see there's lots of other stuff going on, basically. Vanek, D'Alessandro, Tasev, lots of players basically being looked at by lots of clubs, and we're just trying our hardest to hold on to them all. So as far as the squad is concerned, this is how it looks. So we've got Duzels unhappy, requested to leave, so he might still potentially go out if we can get the money that we want for him. We've got who else? Vanek is the other one who is unhappy because I blocked a move for him, and then we've got Zakanovic, who's got a bit of interest being shown in him. But I think we've got a pretty strong squad now. So Kahir was the one I was saying, so ignore these red arrows because they have been all green recently, but he's developing quite nicely. I think he's looking like a really good centre-back, one for us to keep an eye on and to potentially be playing a bit more football for us. Yusunov, he's been developing very, very nicely. He's going to be like our ball-playing defender. I think he's looking really, really good. We've got, who else? Gagliardi's looking pretty good, and he seems happy for a change, which is mental. He usually wants out at this time of year, but he's looking pretty good. We've got Alvarez, who's looking mustard. He's looking like honestly one of the best players at the football club, and I've been training him to play advanced forward as well because he's got that 12 finishing and the pace. I feel like he could definitely do a job up front, so that if we do get injuries in future, he could potentially come in and do a bit of a role there. We have got Pospisil, who's like really, really just coming on leaps and bounds. Absolutely loving his development as well. We've got Kovacevic, who honestly, again, a bit like Alvarez, he's 19 for crying out loud. Look how good he is. And yeah, we're just kind of getting to that point where I feel like we've got a very, very good team on our hands here, and it's looking very, very well rounded. And then you add in the likes of Malinov, who's been here his entire career, 137 appearances in the league, and then you'll add in a Topazov as well. He's on 207 appearances for the football club. Although he don't play as much now because of better players, they're still here and they're still doing a very, very good job. Now, I'm going to go to the finances very, very quickly. As you can see, 84 million if we round it up in the bank. Still got 30 million pounds worth of transfer budget if we want to spend it as well. So yeah, just lovely really. All looking pretty healthy in that department. And then I'm going to go through the fixtures first, then I'll show you the league table, show you where we're at, and we'll go from there. So I've played a lot of games again, and this year, as a result of the league's coefficient, which I will show you in a moment, because as a result of the league's reputation, we've gone straight in at the playoffs phase. So we haven't had to play half as many games at the beginning of this season, which is absolutely amazing. It means we haven't had to play too many games, so I'm absolutely made up about that. But yeah, we played the friendlies, and then we played Loco Sofia, first game of the season, 4-1 win. Pospisil and Alvarez both with a brace. Played Atar, 5-0 win in this one. Pospisil, Gagliardi, Alvarez, Ronaldson and Zakanovic with the goals. We played Barrow, 4-2 win in this one. Pospisil with a brace, an own goal, and Gagliardi scored as well. Then it was CSKA 1948, 2-0 win, Topazov and Pospisil. And it gets us ready for the two legs we're going to play against AGF in today's episode. If I take you to the league table so I can show you this, last season we were 14th in the league reputation, we're now 12th, so that little jump has helped us massively, especially as far as like qualifying for the Champions League is concerned. We ain't got to play all those extra games now at the beginning of the season. We can keep everyone fit. We're 4 from 4 at the beginning of this year. I'm wondering if we can go 31 from 31 again like we did last season, but technically that makes it a lot of games since we last lost in the league. It really, really does. So yeah, that's pretty mental in itself. And as you can see, like the team has started very, very well this season again. Season preview, and the whole dream team is Litex players. I was waiting for that to happen. I knew it was only a matter of time. We are 1 to 10 on to win the league, and yeah, I don't know. It just at this point, this bit is kind of pointless talking about, isn't it? But yeah, we dominate the whole thing. But anyway, let's move forward as we play AGF in the first leg. So I've just picked the team. I did a little cut there rather than bloody pick it on camera. Little cut. This is the team we're going to go with, ladies and gentlemen, in the first leg against AGF. So we're going to go with Tanovic in goal, Douglas Leonardo, Yusunov at fullback, Yosifov and Kahar at centre back, Lesko D'Alessandro at centre midfield, Alvarez Kovacevic on the wings, Gagliardi through the middle, and Pospisil up top.
So here we go, my friends. First leg of this big Champions League tie, playoff tie, I should say. I'm expecting us to get past AGF pretty quickly and pretty easy in this game. I should have mentioned in today's episode that there's no face cam as during the course of the games. Basically, all of that footage was recorded pre me sorting my room out, and so I was without a camera when I had to record the games. But yeah, it's a bit of a mismatch basically. And we are through here with Pospisil. He goes wide into Kovacevic as I waffle away. And Pospisil makes it 1-0. That's easy work. Lovely job. Beautiful stuff from Litex there. Like I was saying, I expect us to dispatch of AGF very, very easily. But yeah, basically, there's been lots going on. I've been doing the office up, and that was nearly 2-0. And so yeah, that was recorded, and the matches were recorded at a different time. It's just a mess, basically. But today's episode is the last one with the room looking the way it looks, my friends. So start to get excited. Anyway, we are nearly 15 minutes into this first game of today's episode. An episode that is going to be very long, as I've already mentioned, because of it being the start of season 11, my friends. But we're going pretty well. 4 shots, 1 on target, 50-50 on the possession, which is a massive surprise to me. Does have to be said. But here we go. Free kick. Alvarez on it to the back post, and it's headed over the bar. And I'm actually surprised at what a meal we are making of this in front of goal. It does have to be said, my friends. But bit of luck, we can just get back to it in this game and go and get that all-important second goal. The minute we get that, then we're cruising. It's Gagliardi. The ball can't... That's going to be a penalty, surely. It's got to be a penalty. Easy work as well, if it is going to be the penalty that we so desperately need. These VAR checks do take some time, don't they, eh? But there we go, penalty awarded, worst kept secret, known to man. And who is going to step up for this? I can't even remember who I've got on penalties. It's Alvarez with the penalty, and he dispatches of it into the bottom corner. Keeper goes the right way, but far too much power on it. 4th goal of the season for Alvarez, and we're 2-0 to the good. We get that all-important second goal, and they're 2 away goals as well. So very, very good stuff, and very, very important. We will be 1 step closer to the group stages, my friends, which would be absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. But yeah, the time is ticking on. And we make it to half time, and we're just going to get this going. Going to try and pump the boys up a little bit, get them sent out there, get them scoring more goals, and let's get this first leg done and dusted. Okay, so here we go. We will have to think about making some changes, keeping the team fresh as we work towards making the team better during the course of today's episode. But here we go. Alvarez, free kick. And that's Mataja Marjanovic, who we were talking about not so long ago when we were talking about the squad, saying he needed a bit more of a chance. And there he goes. Gets his big head on it and he makes it 3-0. And surely we are into the group stages again. I can't see AGF overturning this 3-0 deficit and make that 4-0 deficit, and that's that man again, Mataja Marjanovic, with a second goal in today's game. And we're going to make a change. It's going to be Greg Fielding coming on for D'Alessandro and David Ronaldson coming on for Gagliardi, and 4-0. They're not going to overturn this, especially as they've got to come to Bulgaria and face us in the second leg at home. I just cannot see it happening, my friends. Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful work from us in the game. Where do we go from here? Let's go into Fielding. Goes wide into Leonardo. His first touch gets away from him a little bit. AGF recover. Ball goes forward. It's really good play from them, to be fair. Hoyer tried to go wide into his compatriot, but Alvarez was there. Goes back into Yusunov, inside to Fielding. Good first time pass. He receives it back into Yosef. Into Pospisil. Heads it to Fielding. Into Kovacevic. Into Pospisil. Puts this away. What a goal! That is pure Danny ball, if I've ever seen it, my friends. And the Litex are 5-0 to the good. It's a beautiful finish. It does have to be said. It's lovely work. Easy work. 82nd minute. We're nearly done with this game. And I'm going to make a change late on. Kovacevic for Zekanovic. We're going to put Zekanovic up top. Just move Ronaldson over so he can look after the wing and the central areas. And just see the game out last 5 minutes. It's been a very easy day at the office. It does have to be said. But that is just the way we do things with little old Litex, my friends. Get in.
Well, that first game was very easy, wasn't it, ladies and gents? We're just going to jump straight into the next leg. Slight change to the team, but this is what we're going to go with. So we are going to go with Tanovic in goal, Douglas Leonardo and Tasev at fullback, Yosifov and Kuar at centre-back. We're going to go Lesko, D'Alessandro in the midfield, Alvarez, Ronaldson, Kovacevic on the wings and in cam, and Zekanovic is going to come in and play up top.
And so we go, my friends. Second leg of this Champions League tie. The first leg, easy peasy, 5-0 win, as you've just seen. And we're going to just go flying straight into this game. Try and get this one done and dusted, because this episode today is very long. I know they usually are, these beginning of the season episodes, but this one in particular feels especially long, as AGF go very close to hitting the target early on in this game. Tanovic now, he's going to go short into Kahar, who was brilliant in the first leg. Now into Yosifov. He comes wide into Tasev. He's going to drive forward with the football into Alvarez. Goes past his man. It was a lovely touch from him. Is he going to get a ball in the box? No. Yes, he is. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty by the looks of things. A push at the back post. Are they going to consult VAR? They don't need to, if you're asking me. But it's going to be a penalty. And it's probably going to be Alvarez stepping up to take it. It is that man from Argentina. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. Big save from the keeper. I would say it keeps them in it, but they're 5-0 down, for crying out loud. And if you think about it, it's as good as 6-0, because an away goal, the away goals count for so much in the competition. Sound like a broken record, but they've actually got rid of the away goal rule in real life, and I, for one, am very happy about it. It's an unfair advantage in my eyes. But 15 minutes gone, we're going to demand a bit more of the team and see what happens. We've got Tasev now into Lesko from the free kick. Now into D'Alessandro. Back to Lesko. He's going to try to spread that wide. Kovacevic did very well to get up and win the header. Douglas Leonardo now going to try to come forward. Goes back to D'Alessandro. Now Kovacevic. Ball doesn't come into the box, but Leonardo's got time. D'Alessandro, oh, what an effort. I don't know if the keeper saved it or it hit the crossbar, but either way, what an effort that was. And it just doesn't find its way in to the back of the net, unfortunately. But it's a really good start from us. Throw in now from Leonardo D'Alessandro straight back to him. Comes inside to Lesko, using the central area of the pitch into Ronaldson. Drives forward. It's a good effort from him, but just not on target. And we've had plenty of chances early on and dominating that possession again, ladies and gents. Zaganovic into Alvarez. Lesko can't win it this time, and they're going to win the ball on the halfway line. They've got time. Yusunov does very well though, and what a ball that is, and Zekanovic mugs off the keeper and the defender and makes it 1-0. That pass into Zekanovic was one of the best passes you're going to see all week, ladies and gents. What an absolute beauty of a goal that is, and it's 6-0 and it's game over. It really is game over. AGF are playing for pride now as Yusunov heads that out into Zekanovic, who drives forward. He's going to use the width, he always does, or is he? No, he's going to give the ball away instead. There you go, curse of the commentator. And Fisher's through. It's a really good touch. It's a good effort, and it goes just wide of the goal. Keeper can't save it. Doesn't need to save it. I don't know why I said the keeper doesn't save it when he doesn't need to save it anyway. But anywho, it's a free kick now. And that, this time, has ended up in the bottom corner. That's a really good effort. And I'm going to get on the team's back because we've kind of let AGF back in this one. But Thomason with the goal there, it was a cracking effort from him. And he beats Tanovic. All ends up as we head towards half-time in the fixture, ladies and gents, at 1-1. And AGF with a free kick now. It's into Backstead. Where's he going to go? Into Fisher. Comes out wide to Allgreen. Backstead, Kosh. It's good stuff from AGF. Definitely playing with pride, aren't they? Looking a lot better in this game than they did in the home leg for them. But Tassev now into D'Alessandro, now into Ronaldson. Where's he going to go with this? Always looking for an outlet. Goes wide. Into D'Alessandro, into Lesko, great into Kovacevic, and Kovacevic! It's the inside of the upright. It ends up in the back of the net, and we retake the lead in this second leg of this playoff tie in the Champions League. We're going to head into half-time in the league, ladies and gentlemen, as we tend to quite a bit in these early stages of the Champions League. It's sort of semi-praise there at half-time, just going to send the boys out and see if they can get the job done. Yusunov now into Kua, into D'Alessandro. Lesko now, good passing into Zekanovic, into Kovacevic, D'Alessandro into Zekanovic, and that's a goal, and that's beautiful pass and move, and that's just the way my boys play football. Danny Ball, as it's known, my friends, and you all know that now. It's known as Danny Ball, and it's a beautiful time to be alive if you are a big fan of not just Litex, but the Project Black Sea series, my friends. Do we make changes? I did obviously make a few alterations to this team beforehand anyway, but I guess we'll take Kovacevic off. He is on that yellow card. We'll bring Pospisil on. We'll bring Steingrimson on for Alvarez, and I'm going to have a complete change up here. 3 in the middle, a deep liar on defend with Steingrimson. We'll change D'Alessandro. Or we won't. We'll just leave him as is. Pospisil and Zekanovic are going to go and play up top together. We're going to go to a complete forward on attack with Pospisil. So yeah, we're changing the formation up completely here, but it's just to rest players at the end of the day. The job is done. It's 8-1 on aggregate, 3-1 on the night, and there's no point risking either Kovacevic or Alvarez to an injury, basically, when we've got a long season ahead of us. And a season that we are going to be under big challenge as well, because to try and top last season is a mad one, because remember, we made it to the semi-final of the Champions League, and it looks as though Peder Fischer has received a second yellow card. He's off, and that just means job done, easy peasy, even more so now. But yeah, semi-finalists of the Champions League last year, so it's a big season for us this time around to try and top that at the end of the day. 10 minutes to go in this game. we've dominated. They had one very, very good chance. They put it away through Thomason. It was a great effort, but an 8-1 victory by the looks of things currently on aggregate is going to be massive for us, and we'll be taking that into the group stages that we're going to draw in a moment. And my friends, it's done. It's job done. See you in a minute.
And as a result of that, ladies and gents, we now get to do the very boring task of drawing the group stages. It's just too easy. The playoffs are too easy. I know they're a nice way to start the season, but they are. But we are seeded third for a change this year, which is nice actually. We've always been seeded fourth every single season. We're actually seeded third this year, so that is pretty good. So anyway, let's get going. First out of the hat is Galatasaray. Then we got Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Feyenoord, Leipzig, Manchester United, Celtic, and AC Milan. Next out of the hat, we got Tottenham, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Inter, Lyon, Hertha Berlin, Juventus, Real Madrid. I don't want Group B and I don't want Group C. They look horrific already. We now get drawn out in this pot, so keep your eyes peeled. So first out, Real Sociedad, Porto, Monaco, Dortmund, Leicester City, Litex Lovech. We're in with Manchester United and Hertha Berlin, but we need to finish this off, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got Atletico Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk. That does that. Now, what's interesting about pot 4 is there's another Bulgarian team in there. CSKA Sofia managed to qualify. Now, because of the reputation of the league going up, more than one team gets a chance now from the league at Champions League, and they managed to get through the qualifying. So yeah, it's amazing. So let's see where they end up getting drawn out. So Roma, CSKA Sofia are in with Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain and Porto. Now, the reason I bring this up is because this can only mean good things for the league, because the more teams you have in Europe competing, the better it is. So yeah, that's why I brought it up. Zenit, St. Gallen, Dynamo Zagreb, Groningen, is that Groningen? Is how we say that? Right, okay, we've got them in with us. Spartak Moscow, and to complete, it was KAA Ghent, I do believe. We'll just continue on, just to confirm it all. So yeah, there you go. Manchester United, Hertha Berlin and Groningen. So yeah, looking forward to it. That's I don't know. It's a hard group. Yeah, I'm trying for this left back. Don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, let's go to the fixtures. So I did play those two games. Those two games there. You will see 3-0 against CSKA Sofia in the league. Gagliardi with a brace and Kua with the other goal. So yeah, it keeps us going really, really well. And I treated this like it was a league game. It's actually the Super Cup. So we won the Super Cup again. But as far as next episode, might be the Groningen game. I think that's the one we'll come back for. I'll skip the Hertha so we can move on a bit, and we'll bring it there. And we'll just do it similar to the way we did last season, I guess. I'm hoping we can get through that group stage, but you never know, do you? You never know. Anyway, this is how everything looks. Group stage drawn. Super Cup winners. We'll play the Kupa Bulgaria when it gets going. The league, we're looking good. 5 from 5. Pospisil's the top goal scorer. It's just the start of another season. Season 11. Will season 11 be the year we go all the way? And so there you have it, my friends. We are done and dusted for another episode of this lovely little series. Please consider hitting the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and I will bring your attention to the description box where you will find a link to my Discord. If you want to become part of the server, feel free to click on the link and join. It's a fantastic little place. I've got a great community, lots of people from the channel all getting involved. It is amazing, so feel free to get involved, my friends. But I am done. Saluting you all. See you real soon. Until then though, you stay safe, stay humble. See you on the next one.